Okay, because before we go any further, my colleague Jude Sanith in Chennai has done this really interesting story of how builders are setting aside inventory to put on rent. The strategy is obviously asset heavy, but I guess these builders are thinking it's better to earn something than nothing in these trying times. Here's Jude with that report.
Only a fortnight ago, Chennai's much-hyped global investors meet ended on a high, with India Inc. and MNCs committing to invest over 2.4 lakh crore rupees in the state. Now, this is good news for Chennai's property market and the city's landlords. These investments will mean more expats moving to Chennai, while top executives of Indian companies are also looking to relocate into the city. This also means good news for the city's rental market. And as we all know, a landlord's favorite tenants after MNCs and high commissions are Indian corporates. Along the city's IT corridor on Old Mahabalipuram Road, the quick pace of residential development shows no signs of slowing down. Chennai's recently concluded Global Investors Meet saw an investment of 10,000 crore rupees in Tamil Nadu's IT industry, a large chunk of which is expected to take shape on Old Mahabalipuram Road. After all, IT biggies like TCS, HCL, Infosys and Cognizant have all set up campuses here. Although oversupply and less than desirable sentiment have the residential market here in the middle of a slowdown, for developers like city-based Olympia Group, this drop in transactions has opened up a new opportunity, the rental market.
We have almost 5 million square feet of residential projects going on in the city of Chennai itself. So we thought to dedicate a small amount of inventory for this need, hold it on till it matures to some period of time and then look at exits. So in the next 2 years, we are looking at least 500,000 square feet of rental stock to come up.
10-year-old Chennai-based Olympia Group began its foray into real estate in 2005. Over the last few years, the company has made a mark in the residential space through 4 township projects. Its foray into the rental space began when Olympia started servicing bulk buyers, those that invest in many properties for rental income. Despite sales slowing down, Olympia decided to bet big on the rental business. This under-construction phase of Olympia's Opaline project has one complete tower on rent. Betting big on rentals going up, Olympia says it's looking for 2 kinds of tenants, expats and corporate executives on a 3 to 4 year long stay. As of today, Chennai's rental market is registering a yield of 2 and 2.5%, conforming to the national average. Hot on the rental radar are villas, penthouses and luxury homes whose clientele falls into 3 different categories: expats, consular staff and management-grade staff working along Chennai's IT corridor. Not surprisingly, the most desired locations for renting are Chennai's East Coast Road and Old Mahabalipuram Road, both of which are in relatively close proximity to the city's IT and manufacturing industries. Both corridors are also relatively muted on the rental front, with average rents ranging between 25 rupees per square foot in localities like Siruseri in South OMR to 35 rupees per square foot in centrally located Sholinganallur. These rentals reach the 40 rupee mark further north on OMR in areas like Taramani and Thiruvanmiyur. Some estimates say the yield from these rentals are all set to give rise to the renewed demand that the rental market will begin to see.
From 2%, 2.5% average, there is a potential opportunity to go up to 4%, 4.5%, depends upon the right locality, where it should be friendly to all the expats, consulates or the corporates.
That's perhaps why other local developers like the Plaza Group and the Flying Elephant Corp have set aside 60 units out of 600 in ongoing luxury projects to service the rental market. However, others like Casa Grande have ruled out getting into the rental business in the quest to focus on primary sales. Even real estate consultants say a foray into the rental market may not be financially viable until rental yield touches the 6% mark. Builders and buyers should both not forget how cities like Gurgaon and Noida are today reeling under pressure simply because of catering primarily to investors and speculators. A large spurt in demand followed by oversupply could spoil an otherwise stable property market here in Chennai. In Chennai, this is Jude Sanith.
So Vikas, what did you make of that trend Jude has captured in the story? Is it a smart move by the builders in Chennai? Earn rent as sales are too low. Should other builders across the country think of doing the same?
This is a sensible thing to do right now in the short run. Because comparatively, if you are not able to sell and not really your inventory remains vacant, even a 3 to 4% yield is a good return. Over the period of time, as the sentiment, the economic conditions improve, the demand is there. At this point of time, considering the multiple factors like economy, etc., the people are not really buying. But when the demand opens up, this will be a good property to again go into the market, make those returns. So if you look at instead of selling at a price which is not really beneficial for them, it makes more sense to have 15-20% as rental units, make some rental yields, and wait it out if the capability is there.